Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I've seen in a lot of videos, people just click, and then there's a new tractor. I wonder if this is gonna work. Nope. Hold on, one more thing. Holy moly, it worked. Magic. Good morning, everybody. It's 12:31 and today is a Thursday, May 12th. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. I've been in tractor dealership most of the morning. And guess what? I bought a tractor. Brand new tractor, mind you. 2022. It's a Mahindra 4550. It's 50 horsepower. It's red and black. Didn't want to. Well, I did, but I didn't want to spend the money. My Ford 3400 died. Is dead. We put a head gasket on it. Worked on the whole top half of the engine. That part worked. It's the bottom part of the engine, the rod bearings. Ran it, pulled it out of the garage. It's running, then it stopped. Couldn't get it started again. And the guy that helped me work on it said it sounded funny, and then it's the rod bearings. Once they heat up, there's no tolerance, and the engine's not going to go, and that's exactly what happened. So if anybody wants an old Ford 3400 for parts, call me, because I got a big-ass bucket on it. Yeehaw! So I went down, did a lot of research the past few days about new tractors, price points. Is it going to fit for what I need? And so far, you know, the reviews that are online, it's a great tractor. I mean, it's not a Deere, it's not an IH, but it's one of the largest tractor dealers or tractors sold in the entire world. They're an Indian company, so they sell a lot of them in India. And then the engine's a Mitsubishi, and it's a 4-cylinder, not a 3. So the horsepower is a little bit more, which we're going to need. We got a lot to do with it this year. We're doing a lot. Yeah, so they're going to deliver it on Tuesday, he said, tentatively. So sometime early next week. I'll probably continue this video when I get it. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. The payments are affordable. They're not going to kill me. So that's good. But, I hate buying things. Alright, so stay tuned, and hopefully this next video I have, or the next frame, will be me watching the guys take it off the truck. Or just me showing you around on it. Oh boy, I can't believe that happened. But we'll be able to make hay this year. We will feed them animals. We can mow the fields. We had to. If we didn't, we might go out of business. And I don't want to do that. So we had to make a sacrifice. And that was to buy a new tractor. Yeehaw. Alright. See you in a minute. Well, daggum. So as you just saw, I purchased the tractor. I think I explained what happened. This is actually a week later. It's Thursday. So I started this video Thursday last week. Found out Tuesday or Wednesday that the old Ford had bad rod bearings, and that's the lower part of the engine. We redid the top part of the engine, but not the lower part. Talk about a bummer. You know, you're thinking about everything that you're going to be doing. This guy's driving on the wrong side of the street. Oh, there's a biker. And think about all your things that you can't do, that we need to do. And without a tractor, we're skunked. We're not going to be able to do what we got to do. Fields will go bad. Can't feed the animals. And if you don't cut your fields, they'll go skunk. You know, they'll go to seed and just get all squirrely and stuff. So you got to maintain your fields, grazing pastures as well as hay fields. Not only that, but we wouldn't be able to make hay for them. Same thing would happen. That'd just be a bad hay field. So Melissa and I made a decision that we need to get a tractor. We need something reliable and something that's going to do the work. So we ended up getting, we did research from that Tuesday, and what's going to work for price-wise, and do we get newer or older? Well, I don't have the kind of cash to buy older, let alone somebody else's headache. Because older tractors, people beat on them, just from work. They're, things get worn out. And it might not be what you want. And I'm not really that mechanically inclined to get it fixed real quick. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just get a brand new tractor? So I got a Mahindra 4550, which is a 50 horsepower tractor. It's more horsepower than the Ford. And then it has all the bells and whistles that I needed. The 45 horse didn't have the rear remotes. And the rear remotes are these things. It's hydraulics, and we need the hydraulics for the hay baler to open it and close it. Not to run it. To run it, you need the PTO. For those who don't know what a PTO, that runs it, and the hydraulics opens and closes the back gate. And when you're done baling it, when it gets big enough, you open the back gate, the roll rolls out, and then you get the hay out. So, I also needed the bucket because I didn't have two tractors, and I need one with a bucket because we're going to put a hay spike on the front to skewer the hay and put it up on a trailer so you can transport the hay and get it out of the field. The 4540, I believe, it was like a 40 or 45 horsepower, didn't come with the bucket. It was extra, and it didn't come with the rear remotes. Now, I could have paid to have those things put on there, but it was $1,000 less to do that for a 45 horsepower tractor. So I just paid the extra $1,000 and got the rear remotes, the bucket, and a 50 horsepower tractor. I think that was a good deal for $1,000 extra bucks. Plus, I got it now, and I got the agriculture tires. See them? They're thinner. That helps with the mud out in the fields. They did have an option. There was like 3 tire options, like industrial, turf, and agriculture. Well, I don't need turf tires because I'm not going in the yard. And then the industrial, they're wider and they're like more shallow tread. Not really that great for mud. It's good for like around the yard work and kind of stuff you're doing. So I opted for the agriculture tires, and this is the only one they had with agriculture tires. I was talking to my stepdad. He lives down in Medina, close to, it's kind of halfway between me and him, where he lives in Ashland. Stopped in Medina at the Mahindra tractor, talked to everybody there. He kind of knew everybody. And, he goes up there and he got quotes, thank God for that. And he's like, hey, this is how much it costs. This is how much it's going to be a month. Come down here and get it. So the next day I went down there, I talked to the lady who was real nice, Michelle Kiefer from Kiefer Implements. They sell Mahindras. Shout out to them because they're really helpful. I did have to finance this. I did not have the cash to pay outright, but the payments are affordable, so we'll get it. And yeah, got it home on, I think, Tuesday, and that was a cluster day. We had interns, we had chickens, we were trying to move the goats, and it's going to be a sporadic. I don't know if I'm going to put that first or this first, but it was sporadic about everything that happened in the day. And then not only that, but we had to go to work, so it's all right, we got it. Now what I'm doing is trying to break the tractor in. You can only run, you know, it's brand new. I got it, it had less than 2 working hours on it. It's a brand new 2022, and it won't be considered broken in until about 50 hours. Then you got to change the oil and all the fluids and stuff, and you want to do that before you do any real heavy work. I don't want to mess the tractor up because I am going to do a lot of work with it, making hay, you know, mowing fields and pastures and all this stuff. So every day I got to run it, move it along, get things done with it. So yeah, it's fun. Good thing about it is these fenders. They're big, they're heavy, and they're flat, and it's made of metal. And in India, where this tractor's from, they farm and they have people sitting up there, like the whole family. And they actually make seats for those, which I think I might get one of those, a seat for it. So he could, Lou could be out there with me working on it. And he sat up there, we went for a ride. All right, yeah, that was fun. So I'm gonna show you little clips of him riding around with me. I think he enjoyed it, and he's telling me, he's like, I want to sleep on this tractor. He's sitting on the tractor every minute he gets, and it's fun stuff. I opted to get the gear shift on the bottom. Right here is high and low, and that's the gear. That's the gears right there. So there's 4 gears on the main, and then there's high and low. So you go 1 low, 1 high, all the way to 4. So that's 8 gears, plus reverse high and low. So that's technically 10 gears. And I got that because these type of engines and gearboxes last a little bit better than the shuttle shift. I didn't want a shuttle shift. I thought about it, but I'm like, nah. I'd rather have the gears. It works better, it lasts longer. Shuttle shift's okay, but I just don't like the feel of them. And then they also had the hydrostatic. I did not want a hydrostatic. They're okay in some applications. And hydrostatic is a pedal. You push forward, you go forward. You push backwards, you go backwards. And there's no gears. You can't select. You can select high and low, but you can't select what gear you want. My stepdad has one. It's a John Deere. It's hydrostatic. And when I was on it, I was trying to do all these weird things with my hands. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. He's laughing at me, yelling, what are you doing? And I used the hydrostatic. Sorry. So, and he was a big proponent of it. He said, why don't you want hydrostatic? I'm like, well, when you're in a field 6-8 hours, you don't really want to push down with your foot going forward. I'd rather just put it in a gear and go. Kind of like a cruise control. It's a lot less driver fatigue. And I know I'm 36, I'm pretty good health, except for when the doctors say, you know, I'm obese, but whatever. I don't really want to do the hydrostatic thing. It just doesn't make too much sense for what we're doing. So I got the gear shift. Put it in a gear and go. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so we're just putting it through its paces now. I'll show you the video of us taking rides on it. And yeah, all right. The other thing I didn't mention, it's already got a name. The name is Large Marge. You know, from Pee Wee Herman, tell Marge sent you. That's its name, Large Marge.
Wills, is that you making all those noises? Ah. Yeah.
It's here. All right. So, what a crazy conundrum this just happened. So Monday we were gonna move the goats originally. Today's Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday, the 17th. We were gonna move the goats Monday, but it rained real heavy. And then John and I walked out to the field to get, see what we got to do. And we wanted to mow to set up the electric lines. And we found all these gopher holes. And these gopher holes are three foot deep. They're enough to lose a baby goat. Anyway, so today the plan was to wake up early. We're going to go to the camp to work, come back, meet the interns at noon, and then move the goats and do whatever else we got to do. That was the plan. Well, the tractor got delivered at 9:30 or 9:45, and believe me, I will stop life to get the tractor. Oh yeah. So as the tractor came off, I sent John down. He was mowing lines and setting up the field, getting ready for the goats. And we decided we're going to use the interns to move the goats because there's like 6 or 7 of them. And it'll be a lot better if they push them to the trailer than just me and John. We just make like a human wall. I'm going to try to videotape that if I can. And then we're going to bring them down and drop the goats off in the field, the prepared field. Yeah. Well, I was on the new tractor. The boss calls, "Hey, you coming in today?" I know I told him we'd be in earlier. I was like, "Dude, this is what's going on." I called him, so I'll be there later. So we'll end up going there later. And then as I'm preparing, I had 5 minutes before the intern showed up. And then the post office calls, "Hey, your chicks are in." I said, what timing? So waited till the interns got in, talked to them for a minute, went and got the chicks. They all understand it's farming. So now I'm on my way to get the chicks. And they're there, and they said, "Do you want us to do anything?" I say, "Yeah, weed the garlic bed." So they're out there weeding the garlic bed. I'm like, oh, what a godsend. So I guess my knowledge will pay them for weeding garlic. But they are interns, so, interns. Monica and all. Yeah, joking. All right, sit tight. Damn it! Got to the post office. Oh, they couldn't get a hold of you. They're bringing the chicks out to you. Hey, great service. That's another part of living in the valley. You don't get no cell phone reception. So I should have called, I guess. And when I got there, they were closed for lunch, but I banged on the window. Oh my God. Stay calm. Pressure. I'm thriving on it. But now I gotta drive like a half hour to get back. Let's get a farm. Alright. Hopefully they're on their way. I think I saw a post van. I don't know. I'll get it back. Hang on. Well, I didn't have him the first time that came up here. Yeah, they were closed. And then they said they were taking the chicks to the house, and I was up here. Chicks were at the house, and I drove back. The mail was gone back to the post office, so we crossed paths. Didn't get the goats moved. It got a little chaotic with everybody. They've never moved goats before, so we need a calmer, gentler environment. So here's what it is. But they all came out, all the interns, and real nice to meet them and talk to them. But we're gonna get these chicks back, get them in the brooder, get them some water, and then go about our day. Alright, y'all, what I'm doing, it's starting to break the tractor in. When I got it, it was at 1.9 hours. Well, your first oil change is about 50, and we're going to be making hay here in the next few weeks. So every available time that I get, I'm gonna run this tractor just to break it in. So we'll see what happens here. I don't want to just hook the hay mower up into the baler and all that stuff. You gotta break it in. You gotta warm up. It's gotta get all the juices flowing. The engine's gotta work. So, looking at this grass right now, it kind of looks a little tall. We're at this weird stage of, like, almost have to make hay soon. It's kind of crazy to me. So, maybe in the next week or two, I'll start looking for good weather days right in a row to make some hay. I don't know. Morning. 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 Hey, Doc. You know, one thing I didn't show you guys, or I didn't video, is we got a new cow. A moo cow. A new cow. He's a 2-year-old Jersey steer, and his name is Oakley. A friend contacted me and says, hey, do you want another cow for free? And I says, yes, I want a free cow. And the only stipulation for taking this free cow is you can't butcher him, you can't eat him. And guess what? We're not going to. He's Oakley, and he's going to be our pet cow. Right? Oakster? So now we have 5. We're going to get more this year. Oh, look at this guy. But yeah, that's Oakley. And he's a big baby. Yeah, you are. When the lady brought him, she had him on the lead. And we were, you know, we could put him on a lead and walk him around, I hope. We're going to try that. I just got so much to do right now that we'll experiment later when things start to slow down a bit. Because, you know, with farming, especially here, we have pockets of insanity, and then we have pockets of chill. So we're going to wait till we have a pocket of chill to work with him and put him on a lead and walk him around. But he's a good cow. He's a big baby. He was bottle fed. She explained that she had him, and when she had him, the place where she was leasing land, the landowner had 2 beef cows with him, and they were all friends. And then when the beef cows went to butcher, he didn't like it, and he was by himself, and he was crying and mooing, and so he needed friends. Well, I got friends, and we're always going to have cattle, so he's always going to have friends. I don't know, I guess we got a pet cow now, huh? Yeah, alright, on with the day. The other thing I didn't show you is all the chicks. Those are our hatch chicks, and I keep them separate from the meat birds. And then these are our older hatch chicks, the bigger ones. So I'm keeping them in there, the chicks, until they get a little bit bigger, because the secondary brooder behind me is compromised. And the last batch of chicks and ducks that we had got eaten. Not even eaten, they just got killed. So I think it was like a mink or a weasel. I mean, they're both in the same family, but something got in there and just killed them all. Not the first time that happened, but we can't afford to keep losing animals like that, or chickens. So what I'm going to do is just leave them in there until they're fully grown. Well, not fully grown, but until they have feathers. And the meat birds, when they go out on pasture, I'll leave them in there. And then our hatch chicks, same thing. Once they get big enough, we're going to bring them to the coop. This is, oh no. See it? The baby chick fell from up there. Oh, that's sad. Ugh. Poor little guy. Yeet.
Their tails are wagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big area for them to eat. They'll
Yeah.
eat at least.
Hey, bud. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Yeah, look at these holes, bud. Did you see him?
Yeah, Mr. Don showed me. I can't even see the...
Big old hole, dude. I think we could lose your brother in that one.
Don't drop your phone in.
Lovely. 6 o'clock, going inside. Gonna go make dinner. Wife's like, cows are out. And when the cow's out, you gotta go get them. Well, they stepped over the fence here. And I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? And she's like, you know, we have barbed wire in the barn. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I just installed a couple lengths of barbed wire. Keep the cows in. Hopefully. I gotta put some T-posts in over here because it's real low. It's sagging from the weeds. It's just not the best quality fence either, so. Oh yeah, tomorrow's project. It's now 7:30 and I haven't made dinner yet because I make dinner. And I'm tired and hungry, so I know this is going to be like a hodgepodge video, and I apologize. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you next time.